a better bonus still. He don't like his bonus. Alright, nice son, little fucking bitch. That guy say he wants to. He say he don't like his bonus deal. Oh, okay. You see that in the ass. This is really our last run, man. Because next year we gonna have all new players.
Stop, fool! Stop, Cash. Hey, that's my foot, Peter.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, all the responsibility flows through him. If he's not
Come on, Dolphins. Whip his ass.
He's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So
we're going to be crying.
Now for their first drive.
Hey, Bucks is us against the world, baby.
At their quarterback, standing 6'3".
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean,
29 interceptions this year, guys. We cannot win like that.
Close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions.
They're like a Jay Riley's team right there.
That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
What you doing? Hey. Stop it. Whatever it is, give him a shit. Come on, man. You always tearing something up. Stop. What you do this shit for? Don't lay your ass down somewhere. Chill out. Fuck your ass. You ripping shit up. I can't wait till my new bed come next week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18
Let's go. Let's go, Bucks.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the
Now you
game
know you
because
lying
they
now.
told
Let's
us
go
that in
Bucks.
last week's
Lying
contest.
bitch.
Yeah, I want y'all to
everything
get
was
y'all
clicking.
ass with
Didn't matter
Bucko.
whether they're doing gap scheme,
You
zone
said it
scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more
We're
of
gonna
the
play
same
smart
in this
football,
game,
man. Fuck it.
although they're prepared for some
You ain't get
adjustments
no
by
choice
the
all the
defense
way.
they expect to see.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points.
Dolphins only gonna beat me.
When they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20
Trying to
points
figure
scored,
something
give
out,
yourself,
man.
you
Gotta
give
figure
yourself the best
something
chance to
out.
win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's my TV. Why would I put this motherfucker?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Warner.
I have to put it above the fucking camera.
That's Leonard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, they gonna call some fucking holding.
Hold it. Just hold it.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count
Good
as
team
that,
again,
because
guys.
now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Warner.
All right, we're going to bed on you,
It's
bro.
a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I got
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Taken down,
What
but
you
not
gotta do,
before
man?
they work it
You know.
across
I don't give a
midfield.
fuck about you being
That
up
one
work
good
the
for
way they
20
sleep.
on the catch and
I'm
run.
trying to win the ball game. He ain't
You
got
don't
no
always
choice in
expect
that.
tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he
I'm
joins
sure
a
that,
growing
you know,
band of players.
you'll let
He's
me know
putting
whether
that
you win or
stereotype
lose.
right on its ear.
Fuck you.
Your ass crying.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by
Man,
much.
this year, man,
He's
more
down
than
to
ain't been the same guy this year, boy.
No
Wow.
doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job
This offense is must, y'all.
attack and not giving ground.
Dolphins,
Now he'll dump it
Dolphins,
underneath to
don't
his
let me
running
down.
back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and
Yes,
they'll make
sir.
it 3rd down. And
Come
they'll
on,
get
y'all.
him
Don't let me
involved
down.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good
Oh,
week
with
of
his
practice or
ass.
something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Boy, them Chiefs winning their ass off without Jay Riley, dog.
Well, they're
Of
currently
course.
the best in the NFL and converting on third
Motherfuckers
down,
only
so
lost
there's
2
no
games.
surprise
The 2
there.
Jeff lost.
That one up.
And they've done it
We
in
knew
many
all
different
along
ways
it was
throughout
Jay
the
Riley.
season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
It wasn't the Chiefs, it was Jay Riley.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there and nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Dolphins, you stupid bitches.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand,
Yeah,
you go
we
through your
playing
offensive
smart
script,
football
you
the
go
rest of
through
the
your
way,
play
man.
calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
You doing? Hey, we're a running team. We don't stop. We don't get away from what we do best.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the
They all tired already.
Second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game.
Hey, Coach, you got to start shoving a little faster. These guys are getting tired quick. No, man. God
And that
damn.
leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Order to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Number 84. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Well, whatever they said appears to have worked. Now the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him
All right, guys, come on. We got to do better than this.
That's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Well, the Falcons won if you scoreboard watching, bitch.
It did.
Huh?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Lucky bastards won by 2 points, huh?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here.
You got to pick that off, guys.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run
the motherfucker bouncing all over the place.
Produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, guys, good job.
The
Good
Dolphins
stop.
will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop.
Okay, the Bears beat Green Bay. That's help right there.
Out here, they had the benefit of good field position.
So I win here, I take the lead back.
Time, they're going to have to work for it.
I need the Cowboys to lose. Everything's falling to our plan right now.
Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Fucking hater, man. You heard it, man.
On 1st down, Moreland.
Who you play this week? The Panthers?
25 after a gain of 5.
Yeah.
Brandon, 5 yards on that
Little
run.
weak-ass schedule.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He finds an opening past the 40. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Great way to convert on 3rd
Hey, beautiful throw, guys.
21 yards the play.
We got the king on the bench, man. The number 1 wide receiver in football has been hurt. I don't even know how he got hurt.
And this offense humming here in the early going.
So he'll see what's happening. He'll want to come back early. He can't stay out no 7 weeks.
They'll run on 1st down. Moreland, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7
What the horse
blockers up
barking
front.
about, man?
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
All right, chill out. Lay down. Time to go to bed with all that goddamn noise.
On second down now, Moreland, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Warner from the gun.
Oh, Warner. How you throw a ball that bad?
Well, the other day they told us when
Here we go with this
3rd and
cheating
5 or
shit.
less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a
Let's
matchup
just see
game
how
at
long a
that
field
point,
goal
and they
was.
liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
We got the wind tie back,
A
guys.
timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
66-yarder. That's a long way. We punt it. All right, that's a long way,
Here comes
guys.
the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on a
we
punt for
could've
the
made
first
that, though.
time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of
I don't know if we had the wind tie back or not. I can't tell it in error. I think we had the wind tie
Miami
back.
coming out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On second down, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Oh, this is some bullshit
The 40,
here.
30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's the end of the first.
These two teams all tied after one.
All right, guys, come on.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st down, Moreland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Warner. On the crossing route, complete. That's Leonard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Now Warner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is
There
going
you
to
go.
have a
Good
Bucs
job.
1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Warner. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 10, Dolphins 7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
By number 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Again, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of
I
scrimmage.
think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Farley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Warner. On the crossing route, complete. That's Leonard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It'll be Warner on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Warner. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And 10. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Buccaneers 13.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 16-10, the final. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. 31-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tua. Catch here, left side, Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
To number 16. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on, guys.
26-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. On the crossing route, complete. It's Leonard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, Warner. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Buccaneers.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A play fake. Now Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Come on, guys.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
37-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Warner, they go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Warner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That got 10 yards away from
16.
him.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, Farley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Number 30 on the carry.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game of 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception. Warner. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Tompkins, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down. Tompkins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Farley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Warner to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the bootleg. Warner. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Tompkins, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tompkins, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team It's going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, Tompkins, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Ball carrier. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So